Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. This is a 1982 Jeep Scrambler you're looking at here, and this belongs to Scott, and you may have remembered me doing his M38 engine. God, it's got to be a couple, 3 years now, and he's always wanted a Scrambler, and he finally found one, and this came from a farmer, I believe, in New Jersey. And somebody blasted the body and then just let it sit outside. Somebody did some terrible body work on it. They put a piece in here, a little triangle in there. They overlapped that panel there. If you could see in there, when they picked it up with a forklift, the fork went through the floor there. So I'm just basically getting the body off now. He did find some fenders for it. Somebody really hacked out the bottom of these and the sides. I mean, you can see how much they cut out on these things. It's going to throw a lot of junk up in the engine bay, so we might have to fix those. The back of the body is missing some pieces. There's some rust out. Down this side isn't terrible, but I have some floor work to do in there. It's not terrible, it's just a shame they sandblasted it and then let it sit outside. Now we got to re-sandblast everything. Not a big deal, but what I'm doing today is I've got some of the parts loaded up in the back. I'm just getting the body off the chassis, and then I'm going to put the body out of the shop so I have room to work on the chassis. I'll get the chassis finished, the front and rear end rebuilt. This is an automatic. You guys know how I feel about automatics. I hate them. But we're keeping the automatic in this one. The 258 we know nothing about, and it is missing a lot of its air pollution stuff. I don't know what the laws are in Jersey for old stuff, but I hope that we're going to kind of go through this and get rid of all the junk on here. That bad carburetor would throw that away. Maybe get a better intake, Weber carb, stuff like that. Scott, if you're watching this, let me know what route we're going on this, because if we had to go back to original, we need to find a lot of parts. If we go forward and we make a bare bones type motor, that'll just run on one wire. That's how I prefer to do them. Get rid of that ignition module on the fender. They're always trouble. And just get down to the bare engine. I'd like to go that way. If that's the way you want to go, that would be great, but let me know. I believe this is a 999 automatic. Have not looked at it yet. And chassis looks okay. There's some areas like this that are completely rusted out that we'll have to go for. Standard Dana 30 in the front. I have no idea what's in there for gears, but we'll take a peek in that. We'll get the chassis done first, and then, like I say, I'm just going to kind of mothball the body and handle that after the chassis is done. And you know, there's a lot of wrinkles everywhere. There's wide open seams here. A lot of work. That rear floor, you could see, is see-through in a lot of places. So it's going to need quite a bit of body work. And then the doors need some attention. And everything's just going to need a little bit of love on this one. But I'm getting to it. And it's been a while since I've done a Scrambler, and I kind of enjoy the Scramblers. They're really unique vehicles. So we'll keep moving on this one, and I'll get the body off and get that on another cart and get it out of here. Okay, here's our first look at the underside. And you can see the hat channel is rotted right through. A lot of the floor is in tough shape. And I think you can see all the holes. So we're gonna have to deal with all that, but not just yet. Like I say, we're gonna get the chassis done first. Okay, so here is the chassis. It's got the Dana 300 in there, good solid case. 258, you know, I like the 258s. And the exhaust system, obviously, will need to be replaced. And we'll get into the front and rear end probably first. And just keep chipping away at it. We'll get the frame stripped down. We'll fix all those mounts that are bad. Get it sandblasted. Get it in some epoxy primer. And just keep chipping away at it. It's got the good plastic 22-gallon tank in there. We'll see what the skid plate looks like when we take everything down. And you can see all these mounts. They're just... There's another one bad there. This rear cross member is going to need to be replaced. So, a little bit to do on the chassis. You can see here and there. Well, a few more than I thought. That one's bad too. That one on that side. But we'll make it good for another 50 years or so, and he can enjoy it. And he's going to use it. And they do a lot of camping and stuff. He's going to use it for. He's actually going to use this. Not just going to sit in the garage. He's going to drive and use this one. And that's nice when people actually use them. So, I'll bring you updates from time to time on the Scrambler. And I know there's not a whole lot of Scramblers out there, so I don't know if you guys are going to enjoy seeing the restoration of this one or not. But put a comment below if you'd like to see the Scrambler complete restoration or not. And I'll make more videos if there's some interest in it. Okay guys, there is the chassis on the lift. Probably hard to see with the sun shining in. A couple things I noticed. The hubs, they just spin freely. They don't unlock. Looks like somebody started to do some brake work. They put some calipers on there but did not change out the rotors or anything. The rotors are in tough shape. U-joints are sloppy. We're missing all our clamps on the steering system. Box is leaking severely. We'll probably just throw a new box in there. Transmission is leaking severely as well, but that's coming out. No big deal there. And like I said, we're going to make all these new mounts for this chassis. And one thing I did see was this. We probably talked about this, Scott, but I already forgot. Are you keeping the 2-inch receiver on this? It is just kind of grizzled in here with a lot of sloppy weld. If you're keeping it, I will grind it and weld it better. Normally they're bolt in, but somebody got real aggressive here and just really put some turkey shit on there for weld, so I don't trust it, but I can reinforce it if you want to leave it welded in. It's entirely up to you. Just let me know. New cross member is going to go on there. For leaf springs, everything is worn out. You can see when the bushings get like this, all cracked up and stuff, the rubber bushings, all that's got to come out of there. He has the 5-leaf rear and he has the 4-leaf front. Kind of light duty, I believe, for what he's going to do with this Scrambler. You know, when he throws all his camping gear in the back, or he mentioned hauling some firewood and stuff, those springs are going to sag real bad. And the 4-leaf in the front kind of gives you a soft, you know, balloon type feel when you're driving. So we'll get a little bit beefier in the front and back for springs. We'll put all urethane bushings in there for you. The rubber just doesn't last. And not too bad. Like I say, there's some pieces missing. There's some stuff that's worn out. Nothing I didn't expect. We're going to go through the Dana 30. We're going to go through the Model 20. And let me know what you're going to do for wheels. If I'm sandblasting these wheels, I like to do it with the frame. So let me know if you're keeping these wheels and if you have a fifth for a spare. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now. So just let me know as much as you can about what you want to do, and I will make it happen for you. Alright, just a shorty today to introduce you to the Scrambler project. And thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next one.